Welcome to Tma Live, boys and girls, and I'm joined by Moobs.
Good afternoon, people.
I did warn you that he was here. Dino's over there in the back. He's resting until Thursday. He will be back.
No, he ain't resting. He's had a red card for being a stupid ass, but you know.
Mr. Stupid Ass, you.
Yes.
Right, yesterday's game, mate.
Oh, yesterday's game. Well, I didn't actually see some of this. I had to rely on Twitter, but
I had to rely on YouTube when it cut out after 20 minutes, and I was suddenly, Helen, if you're speaking, cheers, because I actually ended up watching the last bit of it because you said go back out, and oh god, it took ages. It's like, oh no, I'm missing it, and I didn't really miss much, but
no, apart from a Gomez penalty save again.
I did actually see that. Thank God for that. Well done.
But I'm not too fussed about it. It's a draw. A lot of people talk about how pre-season's important, but for me, now I've sort of like stopped thinking that way, and it's just more of a case of, let's just play the games, let's get the players fit, and if any of them are, carrying injuries, just get them off. But the one thing I am a little bit worried about is what happened with Sebastian Prodl, because he went off so early yesterday.
Yes, yeah, I was
a little bit worrying.
I was sort of half looking after my boy, which, he was relaxing watching his Moana. Thank God, so I could watch the game. Was just like brilliant. I'll have it next door, so I can sort of like secretly watch it. But I saw Dave Quick. Thank you again, Dave, again for posting all your news up.
Keeps me going.
Yeah, it keeps me going. With Cavaselli coming on, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Cavaselli, the man that's had more haircuts in the summer than probably most people than I can have in a year, actually.
I did call him Cramp Boy, but I'll tell you what, he's one for I still think he's one for the future.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's got a lot more to offer, and I hope maybe he might get a bit of a run this season. Who knows? But the other one you're saying one for the future, the one I want to see more of, and unfortunately he's going to go to QPR on loan, is Tommy Hoban.
Oh, God.
Please, I do not understand why we're sending him out on loan. Oh, and so was it Cavs?
That's probably me.
Alan, I'm not sure. We might have to go and get clarification on that one.
It's a friendly.
It's a friendly. Don't worry. It's all right. He went off and probably ran back on again.
We can confirm Prodl did go off early. That was the one we can confirm. No, Prodl came on and Cavaselli came off early. I read it round back to No. He's right, Alan. Yes. Yeah, we'll scrap this bit. We'll cut this out the live feed. We'll try and find a way.
Sorry, that's my fault. I was half asleep yet. I spent most of yesterday half asleep.
God. So, it's all this Ribena we're having, mate.
Yeah.
We tried to do non-alcoholic and it's gone to our heads already.
Vitamin C for you.
But the thing is that Hughes looked good when he came on. And as soon as he came on and he linked up with Shalabar, there was some promise. Okay, so like I say, it's only friendly. We can't get too excited, but there was little bits of promise that gradually game by game it's going to get better.
And I think
delete.
I'm sorry. I apologise. Jay, will Deeney be captain?
I would say yes, Jay. I would say yes.
It looks like I reckon he will miss Liverpool. He will miss the opening day. I think they're making it clear they're not going to get him fit in time. So I'd say Gomez gets the armband, or if Prodl's fit, he might get the armband.
Oh, Prodl will be good.
But for me, it is still Troy Deeney who's Watford's captain, because he's the only one that can actually go and talk to a ref and not get yellow carded for it.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But I would say give that the Holibas, but you probably end up getting a red card every week.
No, go Gomez or Prodl, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd have to be. And those two are the backup captains for me. So, but yeah, yes, Jay Deeney for me stays as captain because he is a leader. He's a legend. Yeah, and he's proved his worth for it. And after the club stood by him, I truly think that it's the only way we can repay him. So.
Fair play to him, sitting with everyone on.
I was
yesterday, especially. I know Alan Smith watches this as well, so he showed us a picture of Troy with him, and fair play to Troy. He mingled with everyone, said hello, and I gutted I couldn't go. Yes, I'm going on next Saturday, but
as I would.
Yeah. And the only time I said it'd be nice to say hello to Troy, and he's sitting with the crowd when I don't go. It's like, oh, you get.
You never know. He might come make a surprise appearance next Saturday. You never know.
In the lower GT.
No. He's coming upper first, mate. Upper GT first.
That's first, and then second half he stays at lower GT.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Jono turns up as well. Usually hanging around the GT bit.
I was going to say there might be a few of them there next week because we are at home, and I can actually see a few of the players coming out. So we might see quite a few of them. So who knows? Who knows? What's his space?
Things are like some of the fans said on the other forums, including our one. at the end of the day, it's, and Jim did, who's actually said something now as well. Yeah, he was crossing yesterday. He was actually better. I was impressed when he came on. His crossing, he looked promising. I mean, Amrabat's similar to like Nordin Vuta years ago. He's good if he takes the ball with him. His crossing.
The legend that is Nordin Vuta.
Oh, well, Vuta was brilliant. He one crossing that was on TV, and that was the only one I thought, oh, brilliant, great crosser, that was it. But Nordin, before he went to African Nations, not when he was injured, when he went to African Nations, before that, I thought at least he threatened. Okay, he was putting the ball in the right areas, and no one was attacking him. There wasn't loads,
I'll give you that.
But there was a few times he did do that.
There was, and I do actually believe that was down to Matt Zari's formations, I think, because half the time some of the players didn't even know whether they meant to be going in the box, staying out of the box, trying to drop for a cutback, or whatever it was. So, yeah, I do agree with that. I still think Amrabat's got something to offer. I know someone's going to say he hasn't. Someone's going to say he hasn't. Got to go. But if we sign a couple more wingers and Deportivo are serious about buying him, then maybe he will get sold. But if he doesn't and he stays, he just needs to get his head down. Can't wait for Alan, that is brilliant. That is absolutely, that's the top comment of the day so far.
He signed a 3-year contract, so we've got 2 more years until Brexit kicks in anyway, so he'll probably get released on the free anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll release him now, actually. We'll just get rid now. So, yeah, delete. Deportivo, if you're watching, can you please just make an offer for him, please?
If not, we'll sell him on FIFA. So we'll at least satisfy someone anyway. Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, that was the next thing we're going to come along. Lennon.
Oh, Aaron, Lennon, my.
Good gamble.
Well, I agree. He's still got a lot to offer. I know he's had a lot of off-the-field trouble, which nobody wants to go through. I can actually sort of admit I've been going through some personal hell myself, so it is incredibly tough. But he has bounced back, and it's good to see him back. He's back training with Everton. He's trying to get the games. I think he would be a good signing, and I reckon there could be some truth in it because he used to play for Spurs, and we have got some ex-Spurs players that he played with in the squad still. So they could probably have an influence on it, and I would actually like to see him in a Watford shirt, whether it's a loan and then we buy him, like we've done with Cleverley.
We keep him fit, and we keep him on the straight and narrow. I know it's side, personal problems and stuff, and he's doing really well. So fair play to him.
Exactly.
You could not imagine depression, anything like that. That must be hard. In professional football, any walk of life is terrible. But I'll tell you what, if we can get, like I say, keep him fit, keep him on the straight and narrow, I think it's a good gamble. And especially if we can get him on the loan and then see how he's like after a season. I mean, it's not getting on. He's only 29.
He's 30.
30
he's 30. He's still got some.
And he's still got miles in the meter as well. And he's quick.
Yeah, he is. And I've watched him play numerous times on Sky Sports, and he is an incredibly good player. And when I was a little bit younger as well, I used to actually go up and watch Spurs play every now and then, and with my dad and that, and we did actually see him play, and everyone said he is a great player.
I remember a few times watching him playing for Everton, and especially when we beat him 3-2, and that last goal by Lukaku, he was the one who put the ball in.
Exactly.
When he came on and Barkley came on, I went, oh God, here we go, pace for pace. Britos, I mean, even I could probably strip him for pace. And as soon as Lennon came on, God. But Lennon is would be a good addition. He's English, and I know Silver said all our players have got to speak English, which is a start. And also he's buying English. He's looking at buying Kieran Gibbs. I mean, we keep touching on this. First two podcasts we've done, we touched on this, but both of them would be great additions, I thought. Well, I think will be.
I think the Kieran Gibbs thing. Yeah, I think the Kieran Gibbs thing seems to be happening. There seems to be a lot of rumours again. Arsenal involved in their Emirates Cup malarkey stuff today.
He's left out,
and he's been left out of the squad. Now that is fueling even more rumours that he's on his way to us. That everything's being sorted out behind the scenes. So I'd say possibly by Wednesday he could probably be a Watford player. I would probably think. I'd probably say he's going to be by Wednesday.
We get him at the right price with good gambles.
Yeah, I think we will get him at a good price because Arsenal had to drop their valuation.
And I'm only saying gamble because the amount of games that they haven't played, and that's including Gibbs as well. Lennon, obviously understandable.
Serious concern about
He did have Monreal ahead of him, but Monreal for most of the season was a decent player.
Yeah, but he switched off half the time.
Then he switched off second half. But we can't really say about our players. Half of them switch off after December or January, wouldn't they?
No, half of them switch off after 45 minutes. That's the worst thing for us.
I'd be inclined, but
Yeah, so yeah, hopefully they both sign, and I reckon they will be good additions. So, Alan, no thanks, he's just not good enough. He could be, if he joins and he proves you wrong. He could prove you wrong, but we'll see.
But fair play to Alan. At the moment, you're looking at. I've always argued this with a note of caution with players. If he doesn't turn out to be that good, with fair play is his opinion.
Exactly.
Because there is a possibility that could happen, especially with Will Hughes. As great as Will Hughes, a good player as I rate Will Hughes, he's come from the Championship.
Exactly, so and I was constantly slagging him off at Derby, so exactly. What I know.
But I was raving about him. So there's two sides then to a player. Another example.
I have to be honest. I was stunned when we signed him. I was absolutely stunned. I didn't see him coming at all.
4.7 to start off with is absolute bargain. It's a steal. I know that people are saying about a lot of it's with Vidra and Anya deals, which is probably true, but it's still a great price for a young English under 21 player who was one of our best players in that tournament as well, by all accounts.
Yes, I think he is. He's going to be one for the future. I mean, definitely a good signing for us.
Sinclair played pretty well. Did he play up front solely on his own yesterday? Or?
If he did, that's a bit of a worry because where was Akaka? I think was he on the was Akaka on the bench yesterday? Because I didn't actually see the lineup.
I did look at the lineup. I should know because Dave Quick posted it. So,
Dave, if you're watching, can you quickly confirm if he was if he started or not?
I know Sinclair did it. It showed promise, but it's not clicked yet with him. And when he first was about to sign, I said, a good young English player that Liverpool do rate him. I mean, people say, well, we couldn't rate him that highly because they got rid of him, but he wanted to play football. When he scored against Burton, it's Burton. They were struggling at the time, but there was promise. You always still take Pete out of.
I think the other thing with him now is the thing that didn't do him any favours after that Birmingham game. He was farmed off to Birmingham City on loan. Only played the first 3 or 4 games, and then Zola said, "No, I'm not playing you now, mate."
Came on as a sub. Well done, good boy.
Yes, and thank you, Alan, as well. Just seen that just above. So thanks, cheers, Alan. Boys. Thank you for that. That's cleared it up. Sinclair has got a future at Watford. I feel he has got a future, but if he's going to play up front, he's got to have. It's the classic, like we said last season with Deeney. He needs someone beside him.
Yeah,
he needs to be running off someone.
Well, look at the Niang experience.
Will flourish him.
He was every time Deeney wins a ball. I know Dino's next door. He said this last podcast. Every time Deeney was winning the headers, it looked like we had a chance at least threatening up front, but we had nothing running onto it.
Well, that's the thing, because the players didn't understand what to do. And I think this year, there's going to be a lot different because we're going to have the attacking players. If we do go one up front, we're going to have someone to knock it down, and one that's going to go bang straight away. Going to jump on
identity. One thing that everyone said, we said, press said, TV said, we had no identity. Okay, we had injuries, so we had to dictate how we had to change formation stuff. But we never had that clear. All the big teams, even the smaller teams, where West Brom will go play, no matter what team they could bring out. West Brom will go play a certain way.
Exactly.
Is a Stoke will play a certain way, no matter who they bring out. United, Chelsea, how each of these teams, no matter who they put out, this is the only thing we have not got no identity. And luckily, I'm glad Silva's signed for us because I know Silva, or at least will stamp his authority, say, right, we're going to play a certain way. Teams will know how we play, but not, how we play or how we play.
With Silva, he seems to have a plan B and a plan B that's going to actually work.
We'll have an identity, basically. We will know, okay, we play a certain way, nice, pretty football, or, at the end of the season, all we did is play Who Freud again, but with an Italian flavour to it.
What was it? Mint chocolate chip by any chance?
It's quite nice. Long balls were.
Long balls were awful. I can see. I think I personally will be all right this season, but we will see. We'll see what happens. But
it's a lot of optimism, a lot of pessimism. Always typical pre-season. I mean, I was excited last season. I mean, people think I'm a raving lunatic now, looking back at it now. But even last season, I was sort of deluded twattery.
Exactly.
The twattery, there's a stench in the air at the moment with that comment. But no, last season you looked at it. beginning of last season, we looked at trying to put a step forward. I've said this a million times, which should be the last time I say it, but we looked like a step forward and it just didn't come off. And it's a bad experiment. But looking to the future, which you always have to, and we have to now, Silver's a great appointment. At the moment, it's looking like he's putting the signings and the philosophy in the right direction, and I'm all for it.
I'm an all. We need to get back to how we were. Just quickly, I've just spotted a comment from Paul. He's the boss. If the players don't like it, walk. Exactly. And that is absolutely spot on. If you don't like it as a player, you know what to do. Either shape up or ship out.
Look, see what he's been. I'll tell you what. I was going to say this as well about Silver. Fair play. He said about Burgas, he's been completely transparent with it. He said
he's not hidden away from it.
Barami, I'm sad to say, he said, look, he's not in the plans. He's looking to leave, but he's been straight down the line with it. Yeah. So there's no grey area.
But I think what also we need to remember with Barami is he came out at the end of last season and said he did want to leave. And we have to respect that man's wishes. So maybe there's been a meeting and they both said, look, I want to leave, and he's probably said, look, you're not going to be part of my plan, so we'll find you another club.
I mean, good on him.
Yeah, good on him. And if he does go,
I'm really happy, Jay. Yeah. Oh, thank God, please.
Yes, that is the best.
I don't want Karate Kid being our number one. Pantilimon. So a lot of you don't know who Karate Kid is. But if you went to semi-final and you try and do a crane kick in the top corner, that qualifies you as the tag of Karate Kid.
Yes, it does, without doubt.
GT match next week. I really am looking forward to it. I know it's only a 3 o'clock kick-off because there's loads of activities and family stuff behind the rookery, I think, apparently. And the 3 o'clock kick-off. But
it is 3 o'clock. You haven't been going there. I thought you said it was going to kick off at like 1 or something.
Don't tell him. He's going to turn up at 12 now.
Oh, get out of it. I'll be in the pub then.
You'll be on the bouncy castle, mate. No, but there's loads of children's activities, I think, around the rookery area and stuff like that, and typical family thing, and it's great. It's just the family game, and everyone's just enjoy it and remember Taylor.
And a mile-long queue in the club shop because everyone's going to pile in there probably as well.
With home shit saying one grand Taylor.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I say, if you want to get pitched, £29, £15 club shop. Moobs ain't got nothing yet.
I ain't got nothing yet. I haven't even bought the shirt. I've got to go and get it next week. I'm going to be in the mile-long queue next week. Trust me, people. I'll be there.
He's got a season ticket. He goes to almost every away game. Yeah, I've got the shirt.
I'm getting him back next week. Don't worry, people. I'm getting him back.
Yeah, we'll film it.
Yes, we will.
Or he will.
I will film it.
I'll just be crying.
You'll be ambushed before you even realise what's happened. But
right, talk about Taylor. Right, here we go. Here's a little fun one. What is second era? What was his best shirt, best Taylor shirt of all the seasons? Ooh. What would you say? I'm going to say the 98, 99 one. Even though I've got them all up there.
That was actually my first ever Watford shirt, that one.
Yeah. Come on, guys and girls. What's your favourite shirt from the second Taylor era?
I'm going to say the Premier League season one.
That was nice.
That was nice. The Phones for You one. I reckon. I think that one was a nice one. I'm going to stick my neck out on that one. I'm going to say that one.
See, technically, you can class the 95-96 one as the first of the Taylor era because he was general manager sort of thing. So, but I'll leave that for Rhoda. It's just sadly to say I'll leave that for the Rhoda shirt.
Yeah, the Rhoda shirt can just go. That can be put into retirement.
Yeah, I don't want to remember the season, but even though me and David Quick do agree with this, that's one of our favourite seasons. I don't know why because we got relegated. It was bloody awful. But we all remember.
Hang on, we got relegated, then you still say it's one of your favourite seasons. The deluded
no, because all my favourite players were from it. That's why.
Oh, that's the only reason why. Deluded twattery gets withdrawn for that one.
It's half the twattery.
So, yes, half of it.
Like Dean and Capu, we should have said this earlier, but
we should have done.
Do you think both are going to stay, or one's going to stay?
I think
both are going to go.
I don't think they're both going. The only one I think is going is Capu. Because if he has gone and thrown his toys out the pram, which looks like it has happened because he didn't feature yesterday at all at Villa.
No, he didn't actually. No, that's a good point.
And that was one of the first things I noticed when I quickly glanced at the team and the subs online and everything.
So we have got Capu. I just don't think you understand those moves, do you?
No, really but he's obviously not Marco's man, that's for certain.
He's better than Zidane, though, isn't he?
Yeah, we've still got Eddie and Capu. Yeah. But yeah, I think unless he can do something in training or go and speak to him, I think we could have seen the last.
Thank God I got Pigeon 29 then. A lot of the Capu.
Yeah, if you got Capu 21, I'll be like actually wetting myself with laughter right now. with Deeney, I don't think he's going anywhere.
I say no, he's not. Not this season anyway.
From what people have commented online when they've spoken to him, they said, "Look, what is going on? Are you leaving? Or are you staying?" And he's going, "I'm 100% staying." So,
Jonathan Hogg said that, and a day later he signed for Huddersfield. I know it's
I know, but I think the Hogg situation was a completely different one to what Deeney's in at the minute.
Yeah, he wasn't like club captain worth 40 million either.
Exactly, that's the thing. So for me, I can't see him going to West Brom because he simply won't get a game up there.
No.
Unless the only way West Brom are going to get him is if they sell a couple of players. I can't see anyone buying West Brom players because they're utter.
If they sell us Mahrez and Vardy and 30 million, I will think about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Players lie, yeah, it has been known players have lied, but...
Yeah, you can play in our six-a-side team, Mahrez, and then we'll think about it.
Yeah. Paul, hopefully, fingers crossed, Deeney isn't lying, because if he does go, it's going to be an incredibly big gap for someone to fill. But also, if Deeney is going to go, they need to hurry up and go and play.
Players lies, yeah, true.
The thing is, though, if Deeney is going to go, they need to go and get a couple of players in pretty darn quick.
Yeah, who do you reckon?
I don't even know who's available.
West Brom got no place to sell.
Brilliant, I like it.
But would we want any of them?
No, we wouldn't. I don't think
Rondon,
no. No, Rondon's
Ramadan or Ding Dong.
Yeah. Nathan Ellington the second.
Oh no, please, no.
I swore.
I could cry. The image of him playing for Watford and honestly, him or Morley, who was crappier?
I mean, they're both on par with each other.
The Duke, his massive transfer fee. At least Morley only cost us $500,000, but even back then was massive money. Considering Jeff Pitcher seemed a better signing, and he came part of the deal.
Yeah, I think I've just thought of one player who is available, and I think. That's good. Leicester are not even talking about Deeney anymore. That's very good. So thank you, Alan, for that. There is one player who I think would actually come in and fill Deeney's boots, and that is I'm going to get told off, Andre Gray. I think. Yes, I know. I swore because he's from Junction, originally from Junction 10.
We could hear like noise coming over, and I was like, no, please don't.
But I think that is. I think he would be the likely replacement if Deeney went to go and get Andre Gray. That's my. Bonnie's going to Southampton, mate. Not Southampton, back to Swansea by the sounds of things.
Back to Southampton.
Yeah, he's going back to Southampton. He's never been there.
No.
So
he's got back to Sunderland.
Yeah, he's going back to Sunderland. So
Zuniga. Zuniga ain't back.
Yes, that's.
You watch him score that's fixed in Serie A now.
If he does that, then there's going to be a serious question as to why he can do it for us. But
we knock this Luton thing off.
Yes, get rid of.
Hang on, let me. Yeah, I'll hold it for 5 minutes. I can knock that Luton thing on the head for a moment. As a player, good player. Good player. Good shout. Good shout.
He's a good player. I just can't see there being anyone else.
We did have Matty Spring and Chamberlain. They both became good players for us. So we could. You can't wash the blood off your hands, but you can still be a good player. So, right, just pull that up because of Andre Gray, but just because he played for Luton. He played for Luton. He's now relinquished the.
Now we've identified that one. Right, one thing I want to get cleared up, and my mate Russell, who I work with, actually asked me about this.
He's going bald.
And that. Is unfortunately the news which broke after yesterday's game is it does look like Steven Berghuis has said his goodbyes. I am not happy about this at all because the previous two managers have got to take the blame for wasting. And I'm going to end up having a rant actually. They wasted the talent of Steven Berghuis because we all saw, and I know it's only going to be down to one game, but the one game he plays in at Vicarage Road against Aston Villa in the league sets up 2 assists for Deeney, who puts the ball in the net on both
West Ham away as well,
and West Ham away.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but the man, Walter Twatzari and Flores, you two have seriously got to take some blame for this.
No, I don't care if you're in The Godfather. You still should have played. Should have played Berghuis. I thought. I got slaughtered. Sorry, Moobs. I got slaughtered for saying he was a good player, and then people going, "Oh, we only played in the Dutch league." Blah blah blah.
No.
I said, wait until he eventually gets the chance. He should have played in the semi. I know he keeps going back the same thing. Should have played in the semi-final against Palace because that was a big pitch, and he would have used that width.
Yeah.
And even Amrabat, you watch both of them. Okay, it was only Aston Villa, but we're 2-1 down. 5 minutes to go. They've both been brought on, and they put crosses in the box.
Exactly, they both fed crosses in, and
he set up.
And he set up the two goals. So the potential was there, and now and when the transfer does get complete, Burgess, I wish you all the best at final, mate, because you're going to play Champions League football, and you probably set the world alight.
There's still water, people. With Alisson Roper. No.
Stop, Alisson! Stop it immediately. Stop it now. That's a slap on the wrist.
Yes.
We are not. I am deluded with Wolves. But yeah, I feel the Burgess thing is he's been wasted at Watford, and the fact that he
really is,
and the fact you've got to give the player a bit of credit because he went up to Marco Silva and actually said, "I no longer want to play for the club."
They've left on good terms.
Yeah, he's left on good terms. It's not a big fallout, they haven't had a big fallout, which is good to see.
Yeah.
And fair play to Silva. He's granted him his wish, and it's sad to see. It's very sad to see, but yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he is going to be gone in the next couple of days. So I reckon it's one out and one in, because if the Lennon thing is just a damn squid and Gibbs is genuine, then it'd be Berghaus out, Gibbs in.
Because you could have played him even the right or left. The right he could cut inside, which he did against Villa. Okay, it's only like a season and a half ago, but he could have done that. Also on the left, he could just get to bar line. We're missing bar line crosses. Yeah.
Well, I went down to AFC Wimbledon. I was at the AFC Wimbledon friendly when I was whilst I was injured. I couldn't play in the charity game.
Facebook, so.
Yeah, you found out on Facebook. There's a bit of trouble over that.
Definitely.
And he was actually I've got to be honest, him and Janmaat in the first half were linking up so well. And you could see it was like the Dutch combination. And
you could play them as a free, Deeney in the middle, those two on the wing. That's
what Feyenoord were doing last season. And they won the league. They won the league with a three.
With a three up front.
Yeah.
You need to play two wingers, one holding player. Deeney perfect with two wingers. That's what Walter tried to play near the end, didn't he? But it didn't work.
It didn't work because everyone was so big and bulky, you just couldn't do anything.
It is a big season for Pereira.
I
do think he's going to shine.
Hang on a minute. Which one, Maxi or Dion?
Both.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, I'll tell you what, though, all seriousness, I'm glad Dion has signed a new contract.
Yes, I am as well.
No contract, a pro contract.
Pro contract, so he can now...
Tell you what, think is that, how embarrassing must that be for Nordin when your replacement has come on and put a ball like he did against Hull
straight in the box.
Straight in the box. What we missed the whole game, he just went, hang on a moment, step out the way, let me deal with this. Honestly, him, Mason, have got a big future ahead of them. If we manage him well, no doubt Silver will. I think
with Mason, a lot of people have already said about it on other forums, and I think on here as well. I think he's going to have to go off on loan for season.
Yeah, toughen him up a bit, and
get him some game time.
Got to be a little bit.
Get him some game time and let him have a whole season. Don't get me wrong. I think I was really impressed with Mason when he came on last year in the games he played, and I thought he did really well. But there is that little bit lacking.
It's naivety of a young player. The youthful exuberance of a young player, mixed with that that naivety that you would get with youth players. If you went to someone I would think League One would be perfect.
Yeah, starting off in League One.
Cut and thrust of League One.
Yeah, there's plenty of competitive teams in League One, which you've got to remember. So there's a lot of ex-championship teams trying to get back to the championship.
Just a tiny bit of quality mixed with that real hard-edged stuff you get with League Two. You get
exactly. So I would, I would like to see him go off on loan. So
or farm him off to Wickham because Ainsworth is decent with kids.
He's only. I've heard.
Yeah, not like Wenger.
Yeah, of course.
It's totally different.
But yeah, I think Pereira this year, it is a big season for him. But he has got so much anger and frustration to let out because he's been out injured for 7 months.
Can you imagine what Zarati's like then as well?
Zarati, I'll tell you, the two of them, when they're both fit, if he can find a way of playing both of them together in the same game, they're just going to run ragged. They're going to run the whole back line. Yeah, the game changers. The back line of the opposition are just not going to know what to do because they're going to have two attacking flair players flying down at them, and well, we'll probably end up with more free kicks than we've ever got, unless someone decides that.
They always say you don't buy a raffle ticket, you ain't going to win it. Oh yeah,
exactly.
The thing is as well, if you ain't going to put balls in the box, the more the ball goes in that box, the more chance you got to score. It's a Michael Owen quote there. Yeah. It's like we score more goals than the opposition, we might win. So
only Michael Owen can come up with some stupid things like that.
If you put the ball in the box, you might score. Unless you're Richard Johnson, you just need 40 yards of space.
Yep. Zarate is quality, Alan. He is quality.
He is quality.
I still blame, in a way, I know someone's going to say something. I blame Matt Zari for his injury because he signalled during the West Ham game where he got injured that he had a problem and he needed to come off straight away. And Matt Zari turned around and said, "No, you're staying on." 5 minutes later, he's collapsed on the floor, screaming for a stretcher.
If he got a niggle, then I would. If that's the case,
there was players on the bench who could have come on in his place, which is the more annoying thing.
Well, we've got a player that doesn't even put his shirt. Takes half an hour to put his shirt on.
No, that must be Success. No,
that was Cavaselli.
Oh, that was Cavaselli. Yeah. Could have Zarate. Yes, that would be interesting.
Oh, that would be very good. Oh,
good God, that would get in team of the weekend on anything.
Starting from October.
Yeah, we'll start hopefully from October onwards. We'll see that.
Yeah, we'll start that on FIFA and see what it's like first.
Yeah, play it on FIFA. Must try it on FIFA first before anything else.
And post it.
And post it as well. And post it. So yes, we hope, but hopefully we can keep Zarate injury free, and also I think we need to keep a lot of the players injury free this season because last season was a complete and utter joke.
Bad luck and a lot of fatigue injuries, which is down to Walter's staff and how they train.
It's down to the training, I personally feel, and his methods. But it's also, I blame some of the physios. Because at one stage, how can you, and I don't know if anyone can answer me this one, but how can you have 6 first-team professional players, all at the same time, injured with hamstring injuries? How does it happen?
The Success one I didn't understand. So was it 7 minutes or something?
Yeah, 7 minutes.
You could probably count it on your hand and you'll probably get injured.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't understand it. I totally last season's shambolic run was all caused by Matt Zari and his physio squad because they couldn't work out how to get people back quick enough. I feel. And
the Corleone family, Corleone family, just completely injured our players.
Yeah, the whole lot of them. You can't. I know.
Some of them you can't help.
Yeah, there's some
but
you can't help.
Ones you've got to look at.
Yeah,
you've got first look at is the training regime. Bad, but I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll do a quick assessment of 1990-91 because I know this is going to be very quick. We didn't win any games at home until December. I'm going to cover more seasons in more depth, but this one I'm really not going to cover much. We didn't win anything until December. So any of you who went to Gillingham last season and think that's the worst you've ever seen, the guys that actually were watching Watford back in 1990, remember how bad it was when we didn't win a game till December at home. We did go to Charlton, we were brilliant. We didn't win a game at home until Perryman came. I mean, it was pretty bad under Perryman, but it's not Colin Lee bad. That is the worst I've ever seen us play. But I'll tell you what, one bright spot was Penrice coming back, and then he buggers off to QPR. But that season, I thought, oh God, please God, because if we went down that season, that would have pretty much done us in because, Elton John had just gone. I know it's doom and gloom. Elton John's just gone. Harrison had gone and was replaced by Colin Lee. Harrison did all he could, but he was too much like Taylor.
Yeah,
he was trying to be too much Taylor. Lovely fella. Luckily I met him years ago once in passing, and he just seems like such a love. And people actually spent time talking to him a bit more, said he was a lovely fella. And that's another thing with Taylor. Memories of Taylor. What is your best memories to finish off? My personal, I remember seeing him at Cavendish, our old school.
Yeah.
And he came down and he remembered my granddad when I told him about it. And he used to help out with the away support.
Oh. And
he remembered my granddad. I actually was lucky enough. He wished me good luck when I went with my stewarding in 98. was it 98 when I did it? Walked back a rookery into the offices to meet, I think it was Mick, who was the stewarding guy then. He walked past me, he said, good luck, lad. I was like, I couldn't think Taylor just walked past, and he just knew who was who and what you were doing. So how the hell he knew I had an interview? And he, about half an hour sitting down, standing there talking coaching with people. This was, oh God, how long ago was this? This was before I moved up to Wales a few years ago. And it was such an inspiration he was. Yeah. You know, you watch all different managers, Cloughie and all that lot, but it was only rarely do you meet these people. Yeah. And I think, you know, touching back on that Thursday when I found out he died, oh God, I was at work. I think everyone was at work. I think the whole, even my work, people might include myself, I was just absolutely shocked. I saw the thing flash up on my phone. I'm like, what on earth is this about? Honestly, I know it sounds really thin. I thought it was that someone has trolled it. I thought it was a troll. I said it can't be Taylor. You do immediately think the shock. You think, no, this must be a joke. Exactly. But 72 is nothing now, is it? No, it's not. Not in this day. Not at all. Nothing. But, you know, I think one of my earliest memories of Graham Taylor was just always going to the games. You know, whenever you saw him, he was always a people person. He wouldn't like shy away from saying hello to anyone. He would always like say hello. And I'm pretty certain I'll probably have to go and dig it out because I don't know where it's gone. But I think I've got a program where he actually signed it for me before the game. I think he did because it was. I'm sure I've got it. I'll have to try and dig it out. If I find it, I will post it. I'll tell you what really cut me up was Adam Leventhal on Sky Sports when he was breaking up. Totally. That made me cut up as well. Everyone. Oh, it doesn't matter if you're a Watford fan or whatever team you supported. That was true emotion. Well, these idiots going, they'll do anything to TV. And I said, look, mate, he was a family friend of the Taylors. Leventhal was. He personally knew the Taylors. I mean, we met him, but we weren't personal family friends of the Taylors. And he still is. And that would, if you were a personal friend of anyone's dad or anything like that, you would be cut up, especially someone who's such an impact at Watford. Exactly. I was so fortunate to be brought up during that era. The first era and be proper witness to the second era. I was going to say, at Wembley, 40,000 Hornets. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, 99 playoff final. What a day! I said the Dino's over there. You know, it's like Championship Manager. The one that's banned in the corner. Yeah, he's banned in the corner. He's still there. He's lying down now. Yeah. But it's like Championship Manager where you sort of think, oh, we'll definitely get promoted. You don't have to buy anyone because it's Taylor will get promoted after 2 seasons anyway. And I said that when we were in League One at the time, jokingly, not thinking we're going to do it. 2 seasons later, we're being promoted into the Prem. 2 seasons later, I'm having a briefing for stewarding at the first game against Wimbledon in the Prem, and he's wearing a Stephen Brooker shirt, Premier League shirt, getting an interview because it was the shirt, but they had to put a shirt on him, and he had Brooker at the back. I still remember that. And 2 seasons later, I'm standing beside Taylor and wishing him good luck for the first game in the Premier League. And someone said that 2 years ago. Oh my God, best season I witnessed was promotion season 14-15. The given for fans and players was brilliant. That was. Jay, completely agree with you. Moobs is a bit more knowledgeable than that because season ticket wise, I'm still trying to get mine. I mean, you guys, you and Moobs have been there much more in the last few years than me and Dino certainly have. 14-15 season is probably one of the best seasons I ever remember. It was, everything, and even though I still remember it, the day we were promoted, Brighton away. If you happened to be on the 1881 bus that day, you would have seen me absolutely plastered. Because it happened, because we kicked off so early, I got so drunk before the game. I had to actually sober up during the 90 minutes, which was pretty good. But that was, it was just magnificent. And you're right, Jay, the fans and the players were united together. And it was pure solidarity throughout the whole season, from the word go. Yeah. It was just everything. Everything about it just fell right into place. And you just knew that, even at the start, something was. Well, look how something was going to happen. Look at Abdi and all these players that have gone now. People still hark them back as our players because it was such a special time. That one in 98-99. That season in 98-99 are my 2 favourite seasons. 98-99 more for me because I was more involved as in watching a lot of the games. Yep. I mean, you and Jay and a few others are. Was it more inclined on that? I actually missed that afterwards, Gary. I was video aggressive fight, yeah. Oh, I even saw you on TV and all. Yeah, the amount of times that I got collared on TV that day at Brighton away,
I've still not lived it down. I've still got people coming up.
So who's that sexy animal on the TV?
I've still got former teammates from my Sunday League days still giving me grief about it, saying, what was I playing at one stage?
And he's lucky enough to play with me as well.
Exactly.
On the football pitch.
Yes, on the football pitch.
Just state that.
Yes, we'd like to state that for the record. The Vidra goal absolutely was the icing on the cake. As soon as he hit it, the place just, I swear there was more Watford fans in that ground that day than there was actually Brighton, because I did get wind that there was people in the upper tier of the home end on the side actually celebrating when Watford scored the set when Vidra's goal went in. So I'm pretty certain there was more Watford fans there that day.
All season. How many managers did we have, and they still carried on?
Almighty.
That
was a record. That was a record for managers that season.
Yeah, but the guys said all the guys have said that the structure worked. It certainly worked that season, because we still were moving main guys on, but the system behind them was always never changed. The players never felt that anything changed.
No, exactly. There was, everyone.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah,
I still
Slav,
love the guy.
You're a legend. Brilliant. You always will be a legend in my eyes, because you got us promoted, mate.
I love him back. I'm not down in Silver, but Silver of a few seasons on, when he's done a good job with us, for us and stuff. I'd love Slav back. I would really.
I think the only way we'd probably get Slav back now is if the Pozzos actually sold the club to someone else, because I don't think he gets on with the Pozzos.
No, neither did Dyche, to be honest.
Yeah, neither did Dyche. But yeah, like I say, that 14-15 season, Jay, you hit it on the head. Togetherness from the fans and the players. Near enough every away game I went to that year, everyone just non-stop singing, non-stop chanting. It was brilliant. Even the home games, and one home game I remember in particular was, I think, it was Birmingham City, when Craig Cathcart scored the unbelievable overhead kick that no one's ever seen him do again. And
apologies for the mowing outside. There's a lawn.
Who's mowing their lawn? So I'm going to go and have a word with him in a minute. That game, I remember it well. It was 0-0. Birmingham were just digging in for a point. And then all of a sudden, it was just a moment of brilliance, and Cathcart just out of nowhere just went, I've had enough of this. Yeah, the dust cart just went bang and just thumped it into the back of the net.
Salute to the dust cart.
Yeah, salute him. But I think another home one from that season, which I think Jay and a few of the others would probably agree with me. Blackpool at home. When you're 2-0 down at half-time to the team that are bottom of the league, who have not won away all season.
I remember that.
The verge of being relegated anyway. And then they all come out, and you're just sitting there, and I remember saying to my mates at half-time, if we concede another goal after half-time, I'm going back to the pub. I was going to leave the ground to go to the pub.
Loving it, wasn't he? Jeff Stennon always loves it. And it's like, all right, mate.
And then all of a sudden, we just went on a goal blitz. I still want to know, I don't know if anyone does know, if any of the players have ever said it in public, what was actually said in that dressing room at half-time? Did they just all sit there and go, what the hell have we done?
They probably got Michael Owen in there just to say, just score more than 2.
Exactly.
And you probably win it. That's probably what happened.
I just remember, I can remember it because I remember Lee Clark in the second half just standing there with his head in his hands, looking, going, what on earth has happened?
We did a few
times
he did,
but it was more that day at Watford. Yeah, it was Alan. It was a nervous afternoon, that one. And at one stage, you could feel it in the crowd until we scored. Then we all went absolutely stark-raving bonkers.
I love this video. If you go on YouTube, there's the Watford chant thing where they got a poll about how many what's the best clubs chants and stuff like that, and they got itemised each one. They got Watford's, and they got like Brahmi's chant, Capu's chant, all that lot. And right at the end, they got a video of Deeney and all the players in one of the bars in Watford. It must be one of the bars in Watford. And as he got Iggy turning up, going, and go, oh, and singing it, all the players and everyone's singing it. And there's Deeney sitting, propping up with a bottle, going, we've just been promoted, lads. And they would go, let's go fucking mental. It was brilliant. Then he goes, what do you think of Luton? He's leading it on. Oh, legend.
Brilliant. Legend. I'll tell you what, I wasn't laughing at you halfway through that. I was just laughing at what Jay posted, that he took his mate to that Blackpool game at home and had to apologise to him at half time. I would have withdrawn that apology when it went to 3-2 and just said, look, just forget about what you saw in
No,
the first half.
we'll get Dino's thoughts next time on the Fulham one, where he went with his next door neighbour who's a Fulham fan to the 5-0, and they left early because his next door neighbour Gimmo went, no, you can piss off, we're going now. We'll get Dino's thoughts on that on Thursday.
I look forward to that one.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Dino, you've got to wear a Watford shirt on Thursday, otherwise you get another red card, mate.
Now.
Yes.
I can't wear this because it's sweating.
Behave yourself, will you?
Yeah.
Or you wearing that on Tuesday?
I'm wearing it Tuesday.
I thought you might. That might be even more sweaty then. But
running past you, mate. Well, you're not playing.
I'm not playing Tuesday. I'm still injured. I'm still on my way back from injury.
Jesus Christ, you've been managed by Walter Mazzari.
I have been. You know, it's hard having a foot injury. You know, it is hard these things. You know, oh yes, Dino decides to chip in with a question. That's very clever of him. Who's my top 3 Watford players? Someone actually asked me this at work the other day.
Mine are Arado, Nathan Ellington, and Jamie Morley.
Do you like how the hell can you remember that? You are deluded.
Brilliant.
Mine off the top of my head, I'm going to say
that bit there.
Yeah, that bit that's still got some hair left on it. I would like to say I haven't gone bald. I have actually got hair. It's just very short at the moment.
The lighting.
Yeah, and the light doesn't help. One player I'm going to have in my top 3 I can only have is Lloyd Doyley. A legend, a great fullback, and always be remembered for that goal against Queen's Park Rangers.
The great goal. Which
helps when you work with QPR fans at work who try and give you stick because you just start singing one Lloyd Doyley out and they walk off in disgust.
We're the greatest team the world's ever seen, but can see the goal with Lloyd Doyley scoring it.
Yep.
So just remember that.
My second one, I'm going to say Alan Nielsen. Because I remember him
from Spurs roots.
Yeah, because I remember him from Spurs, and he carried on where he left off at Watford, and I feel that he was a brilliant midfielder.
He stayed with us longer than I thought he would have done, as well.
Yeah, and he did, and that was fair play to him. Yeah, he did stay very loyal to us. My number 1 favourite player is the only one I could have as number 1, Daly. Because it is one player that I love.
Or Hulk Deeney!
Yes, and that. Does the Sky Sports commentator get in that one, the top 3? Because of his reaction.
I'm still thinking of getting that tattoo, I really am.
But yeah, they are my top 3. Lloyd Doyley, Alan Nielsen, Troy Deeney. They are my top 3 because they're all, each in their own, have done something for the club over the years that they've played for the club and have always been remembered. So for me, that is an absolute no-brainer. So there you go, Dino. You can carry on laying down now.
He's relaxing.
Yeah.
Chillaxing.
Chill out. He's more than chillaxing.
That's only one more.
Imagine it's good for me.
That must have been absolute. I'll tell you what, if there was ever a
Alan, I would have loved to have been in that. If you were in a pub and you celebrated that, I would have loved to have seen some photos of how they reacted.
If someone says karma, show them that video and say, if anyone believes in karma, that is what you need to believe in.
That's what you need to believe in.
That is karma.
That was big time karma.
I remember one of the fans
sitting in the rookery.
I remember seeing one of the fans walking up to him trying to shake his hands.
Actually, one of my mates did, and I think you actually know him, Dan Batchelor.
Was that actually Dan Batchelor?
He went up to him.
I saw him going up to him.
Done it. I saw him after the game, and he told me that, and I was like, Dan, you
Daniel, oh, you naughty boy.
So I don't know if Dan's watching. I'll have to give him a heads up over that. But he actually went up and shook Knockout's hand. I probably would have laughed at him if that had been me, but you know, that's how it.
I'm sorry, if you're going to dive like that, that's all you deserve.
Well,
sorry, they said, "Oh, he went down too easily." Well, he went down quick. He went down more easier than a porn star. Jesus Christ, that's an analogy for you.
Yeah, I'm still reminding my Leicester mates about it now. Fantastic, because I still do the same as well. When
keep doing it regularly.
Leicester fans give me grief. I just
hourly basis. It should be an hourly basis, daily. Ring them up at midnight. So just put it on a withheld number as well, so they can't actually realise it's you. What do you have to dial now to make it withheld?
141, I think. It is.
Oh, still 141.
It's still 141. Yeah.
So ring up your mates, 141, and then dial it.
I was going to say we're not actually trying to promote any trouble here, by the way.
I'll just take the blame for that. Don't worry, I'll take the blame for it. Don't worry, Alan.
You always do take the blame, so that's good. You can have criminal
I'll go on the alias of Alan Lathwell. when that happening. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So I am Alan.
You sound like Alan Partridge.
Yeah. It's Alan Partridge and Alan Nuttall.
But yeah, that was. But yeah, like I say, they were my top three. So
that's a good shout.
Indeed, it was.
Well, most of mine are mid-90s ones, only because I met half of them.
Yeah,
definitely one of them.
I think I got rid of.
Mika Hyde,
I think I actually went through. I think in the 98, either 97, 98 or 98, 99 season, I do remember actually getting a lot of the autographs of players. And they were on the back of my programme, so if I can find the programs...
Oh, brilliant. Well, she lives next to him.
Oh, fantastic. That is just brilliant.
Right, daily and minute. Every 5 minutes. No, it won't be too horrible. Every 5 minutes, to say, my name is Alan Deany, in that voice.
Yeah. Oh, Alan, please, next time you see him, please give me some stickers.
He was massive, that Steve Walsh. I remember stewarding Leicester in the Premier League, the 99-2000, and it was him, Gridlett, Steve Walsh, and it was just Steve Walsh, Gridlett, and Matty Elliott at the back for Leicester. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No wonder we couldn't get any eyeballs past it. It just bounced off of them. They were massive. Oh my God! In pitch level, we were pitch level that time, sitting behind the advertising bollards, and they are just ginormous. No wonder they're so hard to break down. Leicester, a lot of time with O'Neill. Jesus Christ!
I would have just got like the club out and just whacked them over. Yeah, there you go, down, man, went past them.
Yeah, but I think they did that.
I think they did end up doing that. So,
but please remind him.
Yes, please remind him. Yeah.
Don't say please though.
Just don't say please. No, forget the please. Just do it.
Play the soundbite. Tom,
email the clip to him. Email the clip to him, or post it through his letterbox.
Or this 50-minute long podcast.
Yeah, and what I'm actually shocked at is we've been on air for 50 minutes.
It's supposed to be a 20-minute podcast.
Was it only going to be 20 minutes?
Yeah.
But the amount of stuff you wrote down, we were going to be more than 20 minutes.
20 minutes plus 30.
20 minutes
I didn't put the plus 30 bit at the end of it.
So it's time added on. Put the board up.
Fergie time.
Yeah,
we've had 30 minutes of Fergie time. Or Fergie time.
Yeah.
But not Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, might add.
Just for fun. I thought that's what you meant.
God, where is the love, eh?
Yes, where is the love? No justice in this world.
Right, guys, I am lower Graham Taylor. Middle. So if you want an autograph off of Dino, you're more than welcome. And he's not the Muppet with the Mohawk. Okay, that's me. So just wave at me or just do anything if you like. But Dino is there, so he's available for photographs. Moobs, where are you sitting?
I'm sitting in the upper Graham Taylor. I'm down towards the rookery end.
Yeah. Pushing in the corner.
Yeah, so I'm sitting in the corner next week. I'm being a good boy. And I'm probably going to be in Lloyd's bar before the game as well. So if anyone drinks in there and they're watching this, come in, say hello, come and see us. I'll probably be towards the back of the pub anyway. So
tap him on one shoulder and he looks the other way.
Yeah,
just do that as well.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Tell me how many times you do it.
Yes, I do fall for that quite a lot. So
Dino or Moobs will give you £50 if you can do it 5 times without him looking. All right.
Hang on a minute, who am I giving 50 quid to?
All the proceeds go to charity.
Hang on a minute, 50 quid? Where'd you get that from?
Well, that's actually.
That's the 50 quid's open to negotiable. You can buy me a shirt for that. So like I say, next week I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in the upper Graham Taylor, and I'll be in the pub before the game, which will probably be Lloyd's bar. I don't think it's going to change. If you're drinking there, or you want to come in?
I'm going to be in Lloyd's bar, but I'm going to stand by the club shop and look at things I can't buy because I've got all my money used up for the festival that I'm going to in about a week and a half's time.
Oh, that's good then. I'll just rub it in your face when I go and buy something then.
What's a shirt?
I'll buy a training shirt. I'll buy something to wind you up.
He's going to rub the facts of the Watford Football Club stats that I've got in this book in my face.
Yes, I will.
$5 from eBay. Brilliant.
$5 from eBay?
That was a $5 from eBay. My uncle actually had that. He lost it, so I've got this one. $5 from eBay. And we will delve into it very shortly.
But not today. But if you're about next week, like I say, come and say hello and sit and have a chat and discuss all
Please
things.
Don't chat with him. Please don't.
What? There's nothing wrong. But at least I ain't got a mohawk.
True, actually.
I've just lost my hair over time.
You've got a mohawk. It's just there.
It's just flat. It's just nothing.
So if we combine hair, we have a full head of hair. We can actually combine this hair. If I gave you my mohawk.
Well, I'm actually considering buying Miracle Grow just to see if it actually grows back.
Could anyone please bring some Saturday? Whilst he's in the bar, and you can chat to him. Chat to him about growth or something.
I am so going to kill you when this finishes.
Yeah. we'll blog that as well.
Yeah.
All right, see you later, guys.
Right, guys.
Once again, thank you, Dave Quick, for all you're doing with the news articles. Even before I post anything, Jay for all your comments, Alan, all the other guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you Thursday. We'll do it at 9 o'clock. It won't be an hour long. It will only be 20 minutes.
Because we won't have Fergie time.
No, because I've got to have my hot cocoa and biscuits before I go to bed. So,
that's your bedtime story. As well.
Brilliant. Honestly,
exactly.
3 piggies is brilliant. I'll tell you. Honestly.
Have a good week, guys. And like I say, hopefully might see some of you next week at the game. So,
and Sunday. He'll be on Sunday.
And I'll be back Sunday. I will be back Sunday. It'll be a good laugh.